For as long as we've existed, Boys and Girls Clubs has always been about coming together to support the families of our communities and do whatever it takes to give every kid a chance at a great future. But we're going through a challenging time right now. And while we may not all be able to come together in the same physical ways, in other ways, we're coming together like never before. Because that's what whatever it takes to build great futures means. It means providing a safe place to go for children whose parents are on the front lines battling the virus. It means providing millions of meals for kids who previously relied on their school or a meal program, which are now shut down. And it's about harnessing the power of technology to keep kids moving forward with their education. So yeah, whatever it takes to build great futures may mean something different right now. But whatever it is, that's exactly what we're going to keep doing.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Boys and Girls Club's 2020 Virtual Youth of the Year. I'm Tim Wills, CEO of Boys and Girls Clubs, and it's such a pleasure for you to be joining us today. Today, we're live streaming our Virtual Youth of the Year on all of our social media platforms. So if you're on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, or Instagram, please take a moment to like and share this video so that other folks can log in and hear the amazing stories of the young people you'll hear from today. We'll also have 2 inductees into our Distinguished Alumni Hall of Fame today as well. You know, today's event wouldn't be possible without the support of our sponsors. In particular, our friends at Austal is our main sponsor for today. We also want to thank our friends at SSAB and Lexus and our other partners who've chipped in to help kids and teens who need us most in our community. Our EB People's Society members step forward annually and make a contribution of $10,000 or more to support the youth and teens right here in Mobile. Special thanks to each and every one of them for chipping in to make sure that there's a safe and positive place for kids right here in Mobile. You know, COVID has created a lot of changes in our lives. But for our Youth of the Year this year, we have been able to partner with 1031 Meals to provide a meal delivery for our table sponsors and above. I hope they're enjoying their meal with them right now. And if you get a chance, please stop by and support the folks at 1031 Meals for their help with us today. On that note, let's get started because it's the kids' stories that matter most, and it's really important that we provide an opportunity for you to hear from each of them today. But first, let's start with a message and welcome from Mobile Mayor Sandy Stinson. It'll be followed by our first Youth of the Year finalist, Madison, from our Sims Boys and Girls Club.
Hey, I'm Mayor Sandy Stinson. What a delight it is for me to be here today. On behalf of myself, 190,000 Mobile citizens, and 30,000 youth, I want to congratulate you on having this event today. And I really want to thank the Boys and Girls Club for what you've done. You know, there's no way we're going to be able to keep the Mobile momentum going without organizations like the Boys and Girls Club. What you've done over the last several weeks, dealing with how you adjusted to life during the COVID virus is amazing. You know, so we don't know exactly where we go from here, but I do know this, that we will have to continue to work together and that you have a bright future. You know, this will pass, like so many other things, adversities that we've dealt with in our life. As I think about today's luncheon, I can't help but think about luncheons in the past. When the Youth of the Year is announced, I want to congratulate all of the nominees for Youth of the Year. I hope all of you could win. Obviously, there'll just be one that's chosen, but all of you are winners. just like all the young people at our Boys and Girls Clubs. So good luck to each and every one of you. God bless you, and know that your mayor always supports the Boys and Girls Club.
The leadership role. I want to lead them in a more positive way so that they can understand what will happen in middle school and high school, and that they can always have someone to talk to when they go through these things. A positive one. I've never had to worry about this type of positiveness leaving out of my life. It's always been steady in my life. I never have to worry about them not being positive. Just hanging out, like playing Uno, doing homework, playing with the kids, all that type of stuff.
Hi, I'm Madison Durand. I'm 16 and I'm an upcoming junior at MGM, and I've been a member of the Sims Boys and Girls Club for 5 years. Boys and Girls Club has always encouraged my passions and dreams. That encouraged me to help the youth to encourage their passions and dreams. Boys and Girls Club also helps with numerous of other things. They also encourage different interests such as art and financial literacy. Even though I was always embracing myself at Boys and Girls Club, I couldn't embrace myself anywhere else. I was having a very hard time loving myself. Without the love and support at Boys and Girls Club, I never would have found myself in this way. Without Boys and Girls Club, I probably would have never got to enjoy my community in the way I do, and I love like Boys and Girls Club, and they also help me to see my financial literacy so that whenever I receive money, I feel as if I can't help but go on but take their steps. Thank you.
Thank you, Madison, and congratulations. I know the last couple of months have been a real challenge for you with COVID and school closing early. As you look forward, what have you missed the most about the club?
I miss just hanging out with my friends. I miss talking with the staff. I miss my financial literacy classes, smart girls, all that.
Fantastic. Well, we are so proud of your achievements and everything you've accomplished. I am super excited to present you today with a $1,000 scholarship from our Emily Herron Scholarship Fund as a Youth of the Year. And since you're a member of the Sims Boys and Girls Clubs, the plaques that each of our Youth of the Year are receiving this year were made by our staff and teens at our Sims branch. Thank you, Madison.
Thank you.
Madison's on her way to her another year at Mary G. Montgomery High School, and she will continue to do great things in her community. This year, we are excited to induct 2 individuals into our distinguished Alumni Hall of Fame. They really are living proof of the magic that occurs every day at a Boys and Girls Clubs. First up, we'll hear from Reverend David Frazier, pastor at Revelation Baptist Church, followed by our second Youth of the Year finalist, Brandon, from our Kiwanis Boys and Girls Club.
Hello, I'm David Frazier, pastor of Revelation Missionary Baptist Church. I'm Distinguished Alumni Award winner for this year at the Boys and Girls Club. After growing up in the club for many years and graduating high school, I continued to attend and then I became like a mentor to some of the younger kids as older young men were to me as I was growing up. Being the Distinguished Alumni of the Year is important because it says that someone has recognized that I have been affiliated for some time and that I've had an impact on kids, not only of my era, but of kids of various generations, and that's important that someone else recognize the work that you've done. I know there are a lot of people wondering about the Boys and Girls Club. Is it still open? What's the function? The Boys and Girls Club is alive and well, and I encourage those of you who have considered to donate to the club. It is one of the best youth organizations in our country. It helps kids, it motivates kids. It's not just a babysitting center. It is a place where character is developed, a place where kids can get help in their academics, where they can grow within their life goals and explore in different areas, because the club opens opportunities for field trips, open opportunities for kids in athletics, where in speaking and so forth, that they may achieve the goals that they have been working on. So it is a place worthwhile. I encourage you to give. I want to thank you for choosing me as the Distinguished Alumni Award winner for 2020. It has been a pleasure working with the club, and I want to encourage everyone, let's continue to move forward in our club.
As Branch Youth of the Year, my main role that I do now is I'll continue to be a mentor towards the kids and a great help towards the staff, but I also want to gain a big brothership for the children so they'll feel comfortable and they come to me with their problems. The biggest influence the club has had on me is show me that even though I'm young, I'm still able to accomplish things that older people get to accomplish. My funniest memory of the club is our Keystone and college trips, because throughout the ride there and the ride back, it just shows great friendship and all the jokes we tell, and everyone isn't just so uptight and isolated in their own world.
Hello, I am Brenda McHale. I'm 16 and a member of Kiwanis Boys and Girls Club. What matters to me is safety, hospitality, confidence, and helping others. My career choice is to become a child therapist. Why, you may ask? To simply help children and to help people for the rest of my life. Being the youngest child can have interesting adversities. For instance, not having people believe that I could be independent without my siblings was extremely difficult. That's why I'm making my business at my club to let the kids know that their future matters and they should change for no one. And with me changing for no one, I remained a positive person, and I influenced some of the kids in my club as well. And I'm happy to say that I am one of those kids that are influenced. I'm influenced by one of my club's past Youth of the Year, Tiffany Poe. She motivated me to become a leader, and she showed me those things that really matter to me, whether it's helping a child with homework or making sure that a Torch Club meeting gets ran smoothly. My club has also helped me appreciate the little things in life, whether it was going to landmarks, college tours, or college trips. They really showed me that it's more than what meets the eye. Thanks to my club, I am now Youth of the Year. And as head leader at my church, my club's Youth of the Year, and a brother to the kids in my club, I will make sure that my friendship at the club remains, and I'm a great leader towards the kids. Thank you.
Thank you, Brandon, and congratulations on getting this far. For folks who don't know about you, you have an incredible story, and I look forward to sharing this story with our supporters over the course of the next year. This fall, you'll be a junior at LaFleur High School. What are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward towards the challenges that the future test may hold, such as the ACT. I find that most people are really stressed out about it, and I want to see how far I can push myself.
Fantastic. Well, we're super proud of you. And today we are very pleased to present you with a $1,000 scholarship from our Emily Herron Scholarship Fund as the Youth of the Year finalist from the Kiwanis Boys and Girls Club. Thanks for joining us, Brandon.
Thank you.
You know, Boys and Girls Clubs exist in this community for young people just like Madison and Brandon. There's thousands more of them in our community. This is your opportunity to continue to support Boys and Girls Clubs right here. Please take a moment today. If you're on our website, you can make a donation by just clicking the donate button on the screen to help us support our COVID relief fund in order to reopen our clubs right here in Mobile. You know, annually, we serve just over 5,000 young people in this community through 12 year-round locations, 3 summer-only clubs, and a 150-acre campground to provide an opportunity of hope for kids in our community. Your support and the support of our sponsors are invaluable, and we look forward to engaging with you more as you get more involved with Boys and Girls Clubs. Just remember that no gift is too small. Every dollar matters in helping to inspire and enable young people right here in our community. Coming up next is going to be Alyssa from our Bernard Malcove Boys and Girls Clubs. But before that, we have a message from our board president, Dr. Linda Carroll.
My name is Dr. Linda Carroll. I'm the board chair of the Boys and Girls Clubs of South Alabama. I want to thank you for all that you have done, all that you are doing, and all that you will do for the Boys and Girls Clubs of South Alabama. I want to pause for a moment and thank all of the past chairs and their boards. I want to thank our past CEO, Mary Jacoby, our present CEO, Tim Wills, and his exemplary staff, and most of all, I want to thank our board for their hard work. We continue to provide a safe and healthy environment for our youth in Mobile. Now more than ever, we need your assistance as we try to provide for the emotional needs and the educational gaps of our youth. Please help us continue to make a difference in our kids' lives. Any donation is appreciated. Boys and Girls Clubs of South Alabama have been the lifeline for our youth for over 62 years in the Mobile community. Please help us to continue to build vision, character, conviction, and courage in our youth. Hope is not canceled as we help those kids in Mobile who need us the most. We are depending on your donation today. Thank you in advance for all of your support in the past. Be safe and healthy. Peace be with you always.
As Branch Youth of the Year, the role that I'll play at the club is just being a daily person that the kids can come to and rely on, shining my leadership on them and enlightening them and letting them know that they have a voice and they can use it just in the same way as I use mine. The biggest influence that the club has had on me is leadership. The club taught me that I can change a negative into a positive. So no matter what I want to do, I can accomplish it and make it happen. My fondest memory of the club would just have to be the daily teen room conversations. Most importantly, due to the pandemic, it taught me to value the personal interactions, one-on-one interactions with the teens or the kids or even the staff.
Pop your own bubble. I remember around this same time last year, I was writing these essays, and I remember it being so hard to open up. But Mr. D made me realize that everything in these essays is what makes me who I am today. And I strongly believe that every youth should believe that they can overcome anything. Pop your own bubble just means don't allow the community you're from, the people you grew up with, or even your family's history take control of your future. I'm growing up in that low income community. My mother didn't go to college. My father didn't graduate high school. I'm growing up with those same youth that are doing drugs because life is getting hard. That's me. That's who I am. But thanks to my Boys and Girls Club for taking those same kids and youth and making us strong, positive leaders. I remember a time I needed a little motivation, and I went on YouTube and I searched up motivational speeches. And this one speech entitled, "I Can, I Must, I Will," popped up, and before I knew it, I was screaming at myself in the mirror. I can, I must, I will. No, I can, I must, I will. And guess what? I did. Thanks to my Boys and Girls Club, I am the first youth of South Alabama to be offered a year-round position where I can daily remind all the kids to be leaders. And to the mission of Boys and Girls Clubs, for those who need us the most, because I once needed my club the most. Thank you.
Thank you, Alyssa, and congratulations on making it this far in our Youth of the Year program and everything you've done every day as a junior staff member at the Bernard Malcove Boys and Girls Club at Cody Road. You have just graduated from high school, from Baker High School. What's next for you?
Yes. Next is Alabama A&M, where I'll be majoring in business and minoring in program management with the dreams of becoming an HR manager.
Fantastic. I know you will go far. You have the ambition to do so. On behalf of Boys and Girls Clubs, I'm pleased to present you today with a $1,000 scholarship from the Emily Herron Scholarship Fund. And as well, our good friends at Green & Phillips is proud to present you with a $2,000 scholarship as well. Congratulations. Coming up next is our next distinguished alumni, Dr. Kendall Foster. You'll hear his story, and then we'll be followed by Noah, our Optimist Boys and Girls Club Youth of the Year.
Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Kendall Foster, MD, Mobile, Alabama, and I've been selected as a Distinguished Alumni of the Year of Boys and Girls Club of South Alabama. Back at that time, the parks were segregated, and even though we were very close to what is around the corner Lions Park that had a pool and tennis courts, we weren't able to go. But at the other end of Catherine Street was the Boys Club, and it gave us a place to go where we had organized sports, both basketball, football, and baseball, and I participated in both football and baseball. And also there was Mrs. Robinson, Dr. Robinson's wife, who was at the Boys Club and who would give tutelage to those who needed help with their homework, and also would manage the sports equipment. I feel that it's quite an honor that I was chosen as a distinguished alumni, and I'm very proud of that. We're very proud to see how the Boys and Girls Club now, it used to be just the Boys Club, but how it has grown to so many different sites and serves so many different communities as it does now. This is a momentous time in history to the class of 2020. Unlike the class of 2019, we can't really predict what's in the future, but I know that the support that the Boys Club has given you, both academically, spiritually, physically, will help you survive whatever problems that come in the future. I feel that people should donate because it is proven that this type of support enriches the community and also gives those kids who don't have the wherewithal of computers, of having people help with homework, of supporting their physical endeavors to really help out. And it really doesn't matter where you come from or who you are, that I think that these community services are vitally needed. Once again, I'd like to thank the Boys and Girls Club for selecting me as a distinguished alumni. I hope that I set an example for more distinguished alumni to follow, and I wish all the success for the Boys and Girls Club of Mobile, Alabama.
This year, we're also honored to recognize 2 Junior Youth of the Year, Michaela from our Gilliard Elementary branch and Deasia from our Whitley Elementary branch. These 2 young ladies have given back to their community with their involvement in our Torch Club program. They're actively involved in their club and step up to leadership roles every day. Congratulations, Michaela and Deasia, on being our Junior Youth of the Year.
My role as Burnt Youth of the Year is to give that empowerment that was lost, that confidence that you are made to stand out and not to fit in. That is something my mother tells me, so I go back and tell it to the other kids, because you are an original, not a counterfeit. The biggest influence the club has had on me is the importance of networking, to come together, build better friendships, to be a problem solver. My funniest memory of the club was when we went to Atlanta on a club chorus event and singing in the choir and sing teams doing something bigger than themselves. Then afterwards we hung out and listening to all the jokes that were being said, which was pretty fun and entertaining. It was pretty amazing to me.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Noah Mingo, and I welcome you greetings from the Optimist Boys and Girls Club. I was watching a movie last summer, and sadly I can't remember the title, but there was a quote in that movie, and it stuck with me. And that quote was, "Inside of me there are 2 dogs. One is mean and evil, and the other is good. Which one wins?" I use this quote because we go through life in the everyday case of making decisions, that your decisions can heal, they can cut, they can kill, or they can save. Which dog wins? And the choices you make do not only affect you, but all those around you. My life started off in a twisted way. I was conceived out of rape, and as a young boy, I asked my mother, "Why did daddy abuse you?" Not even knowing the meaning of the word abuse. But down in my gut, I knew it wasn't good. Self-doubt, shame, feeling abandoned from my own father, any negative emotion you could think of, I most likely felt it. But blessed to have a pursuing mother and my Optimist Boys and Girls Club family, I no longer felt abandoned, but finally loved. And as a young man, that's what I want everybody to know. The feeling of being truly loved and to know your purpose. I show this by opening the door for somebody, a smile, a simple greeting can change somebody's day. And I want my life to be an example of empowerment. And yes, I mentioned earlier, my name is Noah. It is intentionally biblical. As you know, Noah, you build an ark. Well, God directed Noah, and I'm certain that he directs me as well. I might not have been called to build an ark, but I know my calling is great. Thank you.
Thank you, Noah, and such an inspiring story you definitely have. I know you are a true role model at your Boys and Girls Club. What does it mean to be a role model at your club to the other youth?
It means you have to watch about everything you do. And as a teen, I make mistakes, but I try to clean it up as much as possible for the kids because I want to make sure that they are going towards the right path and to not be a counterfeit because you are an original. So I'll try to lead them the best I can, give them the best advice that I can. And if I cannot, I will take them to an adult that I know who is responsible.
I love it. Don't be a counterfeit. You are an original. Noah, we're super proud of you and pleased today to present you with a $1,000 scholarship from the Emily Herron Scholarship Fund. Congratulations to you, sir. I know you're off to do great things in your senior year of high school. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. The Youth of the Year program is our premier teen recognition and experience program. It is the highest honor we can bestow on a Boys and Girls Club member. Today, I am super excited to announce to you our 63rd Youth of the Year from our Sonny Callahan Boys and Girls Club. Please welcome Jacoby.
As Youth of the Year, my role is a team leader, and I show younger youth how to help one another. The club has made me more driven to be successful and influenced me to never settle for less. My fondest moment was when we attended the Keystone Conference in Atlanta, and we were able to meet a lot of people and network with a lot of clubs. But my funniest moment was when we visited the Falcon Stadium, and I was able to sneak my business card in Julio Jones' locker, hoping he would email me.
Greetings, I am Jacoby Forrest. I'll be attending Alabama A&M as a freshman. I remember watching the news one night to see what the weather forecast was when they showed a picture of a club member as a murder suspect. I did not know him very well, but we played basketball when we had Way on Fridays, and just interacting with him, he never seemed like a troublemaker or someone who would pull the trigger ending a life. I decided to ask one of his closest friends at his club what happened. His friend said he stopped coming a couple months before the situation and began hanging with bad influencers. I am grateful for my club and my mentors that work there for not giving up on me and keeping me motivated to be successful. I see a lot of negativity on the news, and it persuades me a lot to be different in my own way and try not to follow today's society. I try to be a helping hand to everyone because I know what the struggle feels like. My club helped me find my relief from depression, life problems, by helping me get more involved in my school, my club, and most importantly, my community. One of the greatest opportunities the club has given me was allowing me to run for Youth of the Year, which allowed me to shine my purpose in life, which is to lead, influence, and spread positivity. But before coming to the club, one of my biggest problems I faced growing up was being shy. But coming to the club consistently brought me out of my shell and made me more comfortable with people. I had two paths to take. I'm glad I chose to stick with the Boys and Girls Club. My journey has been amazing. My love and heart will always be in the club. The Boys and Girls Club gave Jacoby Forrest the keys to success and the keys to life. Thank you.
Thank you, Jacoby, and congratulations to you. It's such great to hear your story and to really hear the impact of someone who was a club member and stopped coming, and then their pathway to greatness was diverted. And so I'm glad you're on the right pathway and continuing to do great things. You are a recent graduate from Theodore High School this year. What's the next steps for you?
I will be attending Alabama A&M and pursuing the business degree, minor in marketing, to get in the business world.
Fantastic. And I think it's really important for folks to know that not only were you a star athlete at Theodore High School, you maintained a 4.03 grade point average and ended with a 32nd ranking out of more than 320 students at Theodore High School. So congratulations on that achievement as well. Earlier this week, you had the opportunity to visit our friends at Goldstein's Jewelers. They presented you with a watch that I think you have on today.
Yes,
Very
sir.
nice watch. So we want to thank the folks at Goldstein's for supporting our Youth of the Year program. I'm also pleased today to present you with a $3,000 award from our Emily Herron Scholarship Fund and a $2,000 scholarship from our friends at Green and Phillips. And one more thing, I know earlier this year, Alabama A&M awarded you a $20,000 scholarship to help you get your post-secondary college started. Thank you so much, Jacoby. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Our Youth of the Year program is only made possible by our sponsors and the good folks who support Boys and Girls Clubs, not just now, but throughout the year. One of those individuals is Green and Phillips, and this year we've partnered with them on several opportunities, including our book festival, but as well as college scholarships for 2 of our Youth of the Year finalists. Here's a message from David Green.
Hi, I'm David Green with Green and Phillips Injury Lawyers, and we're so proud to be partnered with the Boys and Girls Club of South Alabama. We'd like to wish special congratulations to 2 of our 2020 scholarship winners, Alyssa Van and Jacoby Forrest. We know that both of you are going to accomplish great things, and we can't wait to see both of you succeed. God bless.
Thank you all so much for joining us today. Congratulations to all of our Youth of the Year finalists, and special congratulations to Jacoby on being named the 2020 Boys and Girls Clubs of South Alabama Youth of the Year, our 63rd. All of these amazing stories of young people is only made possible by the support of individuals like you in our community. So on behalf of our Youth of the Year committee, our board, our staff, and the thousands of young people we serve, thank you again for making it possible for us to support the lives and invest in the kids in our community. Special thanks today to our friends at Alstel for stepping forward to be our presenting sponsor. We hope you have learned a lot today about Boys and Girls Clubs and see that we do whatever it takes each and every day to ensure that kids like Jacoby, Alyssa, Brandon, Madison, and Noah have everything they need to succeed in life and in the future. Thank you all for joining us today. Have a great day and a blessed week.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. The sounds of tutoring and tech and health and fitness and arts and music. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.